back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today I just wanted to talk about knowing your worth and not allowing other people to hold the pen and the paper to write a price tag about you. Because what we as people tend to do is we may value somebody and place them on a high pedestal, but over time, if we've noticed that they're like real gullible, real sweet, real kind, and this is not right, but we kind of take advantage and then we lower their value to us. Because I mean, it's like you're coming easy in whatever type of relationship it is. It's like you're one of those friends or girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever, spouses that just, why do I have to overvalue you if you're going to be there regardless? If you're going to forgive me, if you're going to be my friend, you're going to have my back, you're going to do everything. I'm not going to put you on a high pedestal versus a person who could be an absolute jerk. You tend to overvalue them because it's like you have to work to get them. You have to work to have them in your life. You have to work to keep them satisfied with you. So it seems like their value is worth a lot more, even if they're not right, even if they don't treat you with respect, they don't care about you, and it shows. We tend to think like, okay, that person is worth some value, and we write it off on their price tag how much we think that they're worth in their friendship or their purpose in our life is. And so we have to stop walking around with a dry erase board and a dry erase marker and go to each different person in our life and be like, okay, write my price. You know what I'm saying? Because people, I mean, who are we? Why would you go to flesh? Why would you go to a person who doesn't know? We can't determine your value. That's something you have to determine for yourself and stand on it. You don't let anybody choose that for you. You have to say, you know what? I am worth $100 out of $100, and there's nothing no one can say or do to lower that price. I'm not going on clearance. I'm not going on discount. I'm not going to be a fool where you can get a friend's benefit or whatever from me, because I know my worth. I know this is how much I'm worth. So even if you come to me and say, well, you're worth $90 instead of $100, I'm still not. I'm not going to say, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I am just worth 90 and not 100. You can't do that. You have to say, no, this is what I'm worth. And if you're unwilling to see that worth, that's okay. And learn to be okay. If people don't see your worth, that's okay. There will be people who will. There will be people who even overvalue you, who may see you as $105 worth. You know what I'm saying? So don't settle and don't allow anybody to talk negative into your life. Don't rewind or underestimate yourself just because somebody else is saying, this is how much you're worth. This is what you mean to me, or this is how much I value you. That's fine. That's them, and that may be true for them. But you don't need to get caught up in that whirlwind and be constantly trying to change. Because if you went to everybody and you said, give me a price tag from $0 to $100 and just put a value on me, what do you think? I guarantee everybody that's in your life is going to put a different number. Nobody's going to say the exact same number, which means everybody has a different view of you. You have a different purpose for everybody's life. Everybody doesn't value you the same. And some people can see that star valued in you because you all have star value. We all bring something great to the table. Maybe what those other people see, they don't see that, because maybe what you bring, they don't feel like they need, or maybe they haven't matured enough to that point where they realize that that's what I need versus what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, for an example, if you're liking somebody and you're dating them, and maybe you don't look like the type that they typically go after, but you have a good heart and you are supportive and loving and caring, that's what they need. But they'll see like, well, there's got to be somebody better. They're still looking and searching because this person has a better body, and this person has a prettier skin tone, and this person has prettier eyes, and this person has, a better smile or whatever. They're looking for what they want versus what they need, because they haven't matured yet into knowing what it is that they actually need. So because of that, they're going to devalue you. So does that mean that you should just accept that they're devaluing you because they haven't tapped into knowing what they need as a human being, as an adult. They haven't figured out yet what it is that will make their life better versus just superficial things, or maybe somebody has money or they're silly or whatever, and that's just something that they like. It's a preference. That's something that they feel like they need, but really they just have them flip. It's what they really need may just be somebody who is supportive, someone who's consistent, someone who's forgiving, and whatever, the list can go on. But you may have all those qualities, and you may even still be a good looking person, but because you're not silly enough or you don't have enough money, they'll just say, they're a good person, but they still undervalue you because you don't have what they feel like they need, which is really just a want, which is really just a preference for them. And they don't know it yet because they haven't tapped into who they are and what they need out of life. They haven't tapped into it. So it's really not their fault, but it is your fault if you accept that. If they're devaluing you, you accept that devaluation. If you accept that and you say, well, I have to work harder because they said, like, I'm not worth that much. I think I'm all that, and I need to tone that down because I'm not. Look at yourself crazy. Don't try to be, oh, what he said, she said, and it hurt my feelings. No, you hurt your feelings when you sat there and you believe some nonsense like that. If you have high standards and high values, and you know that you're worth, or you feel you're worth a lot more than what someone is trying to say that you're worth, and you're not standing on that, then do you really believe it? Do you? I mean, or is it just sounds nice coming out your mouth, or it sounds nice when it goes through your mind? Because if you believe it, you wouldn't put up with it. You'd be like, okay, that's nice. You may smile about it. Let them believe that they're right, completely right, and you move on about your business. Or if you're married to that person, or if that's your family member or something, you learn how to stick up for yourself and say, no, I know that my value is worth more than that. And if this person continues to try to break you down, because that's what's really happening, that's what's essentially happening when you tell somebody, or you say, like, when you bring great things to the table, but they're saying no, you don't, and they're saying, like, oh, you're not that awesome, I don't know why you think you're that great. They're really trying to break you down and devalue you, and it causes an emotional scar, because it's like emotional abuse. And so you need to make sure that you don't allow it. Like, if they can say what they want to say, but you don't have to believe it. You have to know your worth. You have to stand on that. And like they always say, I heard this a lot, know your worth and add tax. You have to. Everything else has taxes. Why can't you have taxes? And there's no such thing as, oh, you just think too greatly of yourself. You should be thinking greatly of yourself, because you're all made in a perfect image of God. So why wouldn't you? Yeah, you're amazing. Yeah, you are beautiful. Yeah, you're fine. All that. And nobody can take that from you. Don't let anybody belittle you. Like, at the end of the day, all you have, the only person that's promised to you for your life is yourself. So if you're not defending yourself, you're not sticking up for yourself, you're grown, your parents ain't gonna come sticking up for you, your sisters and brothers ain't gonna come sticking up for you. So what you need to learn how to do the work yourself. It's time to stick up for yourself. Don't be sitting back allowing people to talk crazy and nonsense into your life, and then you just sit there and say, oh, well, maybe they're right. Maybe I am just worth just, I thought I was a beautiful person, but they said I'm not. Seriously, get yourself together and know, like, whatever you say you're worth, honey, that's what you're worth. Because believe it or not, whatever your belief is, your higher power, God already put a value on you, and you were beautifully and wonderfully made in a perfect image. Jesus died for you because you were worth that much. So no matter how much we could think our head can be this big in our mind, because we just think we just all that. God still thinks greater of you. So if a higher power, something so precious, something so much higher than we are, can believe so great about us, then how dare we sit back and say, well, maybe I am just this big, and I thought I was this much. I thought I had everything together, but my boyfriend told me that I could lose some weight, or I should start wearing wigs, or that's just the wrong person for you, sweetheart. Like, I don't care who that person is to you. Like, don't let anybody sit down and try to devalue you, because you are worth so much, and you need to know it for yourself, and you need to be proud and walk in that. You need to wake up every day with your head high on your shoulders. I don't care who's talking about you. I don't care you go to work and people like, look at her clothes, look at her hair, look at him, look at the car he drives. Good. They noticing you. So you continue to have high standards and high beliefs in yourself, and believe that you are worth a lot and that your value is high. And I promise you, they can keep talking all they want to, but eventually that's going to turn around. They're going to start to be like, what is up with this dude? What is up with her? Like, I talk about her every day. I talk about him every day. And he's still walking up in here like he just the stuff. She's still walking in here like she's just the prettiest girl in the office. What's going on? Then people are going to start that going from I just want to pick on you and make fun of you and try to be funny to, well, I'm gonna see what they all about, because obviously they thinking they got high confidence over there, and people, and that draws people. Confidence draws people, and they can, like I said, I'm sure you've done it. You've met somebody at first you didn't like them, but their confidence in themselves made you be like kind of curious, like maybe they not so bad. Let me see, because that's what we all yearn for, confidence. So if we see somebody who's confident in that moment, our brains might be like, I don't know why they're so confident, but just that glow they give off because they're so confident. When you get to know them and you're around them for enough time, you start to realize that they're real confident, and it starts to draw you to them because you want some of that confidence too. So make sure that you know that no matter what anybody says or what they do or how they try to make you feel, that you don't slumber into that. You don't settle and let people beat up on you, because people's thoughts and what they feel your value should be is none of your business. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for you. You know you better than anybody else in this world. So you need to say, this is my value, and I'm not going to settle for people who think less of me than this, and I'm not going to let anybody come along into my life and try to destroy what I believe about myself. That's it. And add tax, like they say. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. We'll talk about it. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe, come on to my friends, and we'll talk next time. Bye.